Hey guys, it's Hannah. So today I want to talk about being a commuter, but more importantly, the misconceptions of being a commuter student at Xavier. And last year I made a video about tips of being a commuter, but now I kind of wanted to focus on what people think and what it's actually like. First of all, the reason why I commute was simply because it was the most affordable option for me, and my goal was to graduate with as little student debt as possible, which is why I chose to commute and also why I chose to go to Xavier, because Xavier was the most affordable option for me. And it is for a lot of people because Xavier gives out scholarships to every single student, so it ends up being a really affordable education for a lot of people at a great Jesuit institution. So that's just the main reason why I chose to commute. And the main reaction I got when I would tell people before I even went to Xavier, when I was just a senior in high school, was, oh, you're gonna miss out, like, don't you want to live on campus your first year? And I was kind of like, meh, it's not really a big deal to me, it's not a priority for me. And I quickly realized that by living at home, I had my own space, didn't have to deal with roommate drama, didn't have to only eat at the dining hall, got to have my mom and my dad's delicious home-cooked meals, got to see my dogs and my cat all the time, every single day. It really ended up being not that hard of a transition for me. As I kind of got into my freshman year, I was incredibly involved, which led to people always asking me, and still asking me now, oh, you're a commuter? I didn't realize, or I forgot, all this stuff, because I'm constantly on campus. And that is a total misconception, because you can be a commuter and chunk your classes together and go to meetings and spend time studying on campus and use campus resources just as much, if not more, as residents. And there's commuter council and there's commuter events, and it's really not as much of a divide as I think people assume it is. And being a commuter, while there are different tips and tricks and things to maneuver around, it's really not as hard as people think. I only live about 20 minutes from campus. One of the things I love about Xavier and always have is that it's such a small school, and when I've been to other larger universities, their commuter lots are so far away from buildings and they're scattered all over the place, and the rules for when you can park there is crazy. You get tickets like crazy. One of the things I love about commuting at Xavier is that for the most part I can park in the lot closest to campus almost every single day, and if not, the second closest lot is almost the same distance from campus, even though it's not like the closest lot. That lot, it's huge, and you can park there overnight. With another misconception, people think that it might be difficult to make friends if you're commuting, but if you're on campus and you're engaging in your classes and you join clubs and you get involved like I have with XUTV and Newswire and just going to events on campus, there's plenty of reason to spend time on campus, and because of it, you will make friends. You do have to put yourself out there a little bit more than residents who are automatically grouped together in a space with other people their age. But just from going to classes and participating in clubs and events and even just hanging out in the student center, I have met people and I have made friends. I met one of my closest friends the second day of school just hanging out in the clock tower lounge and seeing someone from Manresa, which is our first year orientation, and then them introducing me to someone else. So it was really not super hard to make friends, which is just such a silly misconception, I think, but I also think that's one of the great things about Xavier is that it is such a small campus. It is so hard not to make friends and not to know people and not to see someone you know everywhere you go. You always see a friendly face pretty much anywhere. It's impossible not to get to know people if you're spending time on campus. So those are just a couple misconceptions of being a commuter and some of the benefits. If you're from Cincinnati and you're considering it, it could be a good option for you. It's been a good option for me, and I don't think I've missed out on the college experience. I've definitely felt like a well-acclimated college student, and I feel like I've gotten a good perspective of what it's like to go to a university and be a student. So that's just a little bit about my experience as a commuter. I will see you in the next one. Bye.